window, waterfall, liquor in my cup.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Look what I found in my garden. This cucumber right here. I was out there cleaning up my garden and I just happened to look over and this was just over there just growing. So I decided that I would take this cucumber today and I'm going to pickle it. Hold on y'all, let me see what's wrong with him because I don't like the way he barking. Alright, I'm back. So he is obviously barking at something that I can't hear. So anyway, I found this cucumber and I decided that I was going to make some pickles with it. I did this once before. This was way before I started my garden because my husband's co-worker gave me some cucumbers. I had no idea what I was doing then. Thank God nobody died. But after watching a couple of videos, I think I got this. So we are going to go ahead and jump right into the video. And you guys are going to see me make pickles. Alright, so the first thing I have, I got to take this back outside. The first thing I have is a cup of water. So you're going to take a cup of water, or well, however much water you use, depending on how many cucumbers you have. So I have a cup of water. I have some kosher salt because I want to use that versus table salt. I have some black peppercorn, some distilled white vinegar, and that's the 5% acidity. And then I have some garlic cloves here. And I also have some dill weed. This is the dried dill weed. Now the dill weed that I grew in my garden, one of them caterpillars or something got on it. It freaked me out, so I just cut everything back. And then I found out later on that that caterpillar or that bug that I didn't know was a caterpillar was actually going to turn into a swallowtail butterfly. And I think I probably already killed him. I felt terrible for days. And so I cut all the dill back. So that's the end of that story. So the first thing I'm going to do is get all my cucumbers cut up and then we'll get into the brine. Well, my cucumber, sorry. Okay, so I got my pot over here on a medium-high heat. I have 1.5 cups of water and 1.5 cups of vinegar. So however much brine you do want to make sure that you use equal parts of both liquids. So I have that boiling, or it's going to boil. I'm going to bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to add, I'm going to add the black peppercorn and the salt to the brine and let that boil. And then I'm going to add the dill weed into the jars of cucumbers, as well as put some whole garlic cloves in there. You can add sugar to this if you want it to taste a little sweeter, but I like a dill pickle, so I'm good with it not having any sweetness to it at all. I like when it got that twang to it. So yeah, let me go ahead and get my peppercorn in here and my salt. Well, I'm actually just probably going to put the salt into the bottom of the container. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. So I cut up my cucumbers and I just packed them into the jar. And then I added a clove of garlic in each one. I don't want them to be too garlicky. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some peppercorn into the jar. And then I'm going to add to one of these jars, I am going to add some red pepper flakes. Okay, so I'm just adding some red pepper flakes to this jar right here. Some people may like it spicy and some may not. And then I think because I am using a dry dill, I'm going to go ahead and add it to my brine. I would normally, if this was fresh dill, I would just stick it in the jars, but I'm going to go ahead and add it to my brine. Now you can use sea salt if you want to, but you know how we are, this family is with salt, so we didn't do that, or I didn't do that. You can also add more garlic if you want, more garlic cloves, but I think because of the size of these jars, I'm going to just stick with the one garlic clove each. And if my jar was bigger, then of course I would add more. And as far as your salt goes, you just need to add a half a teaspoon of salt per cup of liquid. So I have my salt in the brine. I went ahead and added it into the brine. I'm going to give this a little bit more dill, and I also added some black peppercorns in here as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you what my brine looks like. I'm going to let that boil. I also added a little bit of apple cider vinegar in here as well. So you can do half and half, or you can do all apple cider vinegar, you can do all white vinegar, or you can do half and half. I decided to do half and half because I just thought it would be cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at this brine. Alright guys, so my brine has come to a boil. It is nice and ready. I'm going to turn it off and just let it sit for a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to just pour it over top of my cucumbers. And I'm just going to let it sit out for a little bit to cool off before I put it in the refrigerator. Alright, so this is the finished process. I did add a little bit sugar to it because when I tasted it, it was a little too much going on as far as the dill and stuff goes. So I put a little bit of sugar in it. I'm going to close these lids up and let them sit. I've wiped all the liquid from around the outside of the lid. And I'm going to go ahead and let these sit for a while until I feel like they've cooled off enough to put them in the refrigerator. You can eat these like tomorrow, but I would wait a couple more days, just, you know, so that everything can, you know, meld or whatever you want to call it together. And that way you'll have pickles and not just some cucumbers. So, yeah, this is my first time doing this. So I'm excited. And these are the refrigerated pickles, so you can put these in the refrigerator. Now, if you were going to use these to store on your shelves, that's a whole different animal, because I'm getting into canning, but not really. I don't know. I don't feel like I've done enough research yet, and I want to make sure that I have my research down before I start doing that. So that is why I'm doing the refrigerated version, and these won't last long anyway. Once my family find out these are in the refrigerator, they're gonna be putting them on everything or just eating them straight out of this jar. So, and I'm okay with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys are looking forward to more videos like this, because like I said, the fall is coming up. I got a whole bunch of fall videos. I'm actually working on something right now, and then if it comes out right, then I'll do another one and I'll share a video with you guys. But that's a whole nother story. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Everybody continues to stay safe, and I will see you then. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.